the broadcast dropped for some in front of the crosswalk to let Siri catch up. Haha, I almost slept. Maybe it's only because I decided to wait for you. Thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Brendan. Well, people stare at you for acting weird. I don't want them to think. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to. Whatever you say, sorry. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we jog near the streets, it becomes increasingly speckled with the other students making their daily commute. By the way, Brendan, have you decided to join a club yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. It's not true. You told me you'd join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. So I like to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how worried I am that you won't learn to socialize or have any social skill before college. Really, have you met me? Your happiness is really important to me, so, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I would die of the thought of you becoming neat in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs and make you that happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise to try a little? Yeah, I guess I can promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Her at mine, at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate every time she gets inside of her own head. School day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. So I want you to check out some of the clubs. I guess I have no other choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sorry must come to the classroom while I was spacing out. Guys, I'm gonna say this right now. I know I'm gonna butcher these names. They're Japanese names. I'm not good with that. But anyway. Look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. It's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you can come to my club. Sorry. Yay! There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sorry, it's the vice principal of the literature club. Not that I was aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did that because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first person to show interest who proposed the club, she inherited the title of Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. You know, that'd be really popular in Japan. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Nagasaki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is that much of an airhead or she's just cunning as to plan if she's just cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay? Yes, let's go. Oh, I cannot read today. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Brendan, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words get me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Nagasaki. Huh. Nagasaki is the one I didn't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can get to know her. She gets moody. Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back to the other girls. You could have said that in a whisper, so I could have whispered it. Anyway, this Nagasaki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Nagasaki. Oh, well, nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you're getting to know Monika. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Brendan. Monika smiles sweetly. We know each other well. We rarely talk, but we're in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me gentle feels a little... You too, Monika. Come on. Come sit down, Brendan. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. So I mentioned it winded, so Sayori mentioned it's a bit widened so that there's a space next to Monica and one space next to Shiori. Narasaki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Narasaki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I sit next to Shiori. Narasaki proudly marches back to the table with the tray in her hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Narasaki lifts the foil off. The tray to reveal a dozen of white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. What? The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I thought it was supposed to be a horror game. This is not scary. What's going on? I had no idea you were so good at baking that, Narasaki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Shiori grabbed up first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Shiori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my finger to look at the best angle to take a bite. Narasaki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She's waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full. Oh, excuse me, guys. Oh, the icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. It's really good. Thank you, Narasaki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. I thought technically you did. Shiori said, well, maybe, but not for you. No, you dummy. Alright. I give Narasaki weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Or you keep a tea set in this whole classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gives us permission. After all, doesn't a cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. That's not insulting. Yuri looks away. Insulting. Yuri looks away. I meant, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiled at herself in relief. Monica raises his eyebrow and then smiles. So, what made you consider literature club? I was afraid of that question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica. I was practically daggered here by Shiori. Well, I'm enjoying club day and Shiori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. I'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? I'd probably be a board member of any major clubs. Were you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something personally and enjoy something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in your club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes a school event that festivals are much more important. I'm confident that we will grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still really don't know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. That's absolutely me. So, Brendan, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manja? I don't even know how to say that. I muttered quickly to myself, half joking. Nagasaki suddenly perks up. She looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking, seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorite is usually build deep, complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them seems to amaze me. And telling a good story with such foreign word is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid at the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerses me as well. Is it amazing a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination, completely throw you through a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yes, horror is what I like. And just bear with me, guys. This was under the horror genre on the PlayStation Store when I first bought this game. So just stick with me. Well, I'm trying to get through much of the game we can. It's like 3 AM. I want to go to bed, but I want to get this game started, so. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped for something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wasn't expecting that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. If it's only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Nagasaki eyed it over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually write about cute things, don't you, Nagasaki? What? What gave you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last meeting. and know that you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes are poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natasaki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. She is though. Natasaki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natasaki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Nagasaki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up the readers, exposing and vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Oh my gosh. Do you have a writing preference to Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can see an example to help Nagasaki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess that's the same for you, Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Nagasaki and Yuri, or Nagasaki and Yuri look quizzically at the moment. I can't read with Jack, man. Oh. Alright. In case you didn't see my first video, that was kind of an intro. This game is rated M. I know it doesn't look like it, but that's your warning. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think he'll help us get a little more comfortable with each other and straighten the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Brendan? Monica smiles warmly once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now we're back to the original topic, joining the club. I bluntly came forth. I still have other clubs I'm looking at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Brendan, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? This is if writing poems is the price I need to pay and to spend my day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came here for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next one so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Brendan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class? Star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel my anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Nagasaki clean up their food. Hey Brendan, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Yuri and I never walk home together anymore, because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two depart the classroom to make our way home. The whole way home, my mind wandered back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Nagasaki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending time after school at the literature club? Perhaps I have a chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright. I need to make most of my circumstances. And I'm sure good fortune will find me. Oh, I actually skipped over that last one. You guys might want to pause it and read it. Time to write a poem. Pick words you think was your favorite club member you like. Something good might happen. Let's go with dark. Anger. Beauty. Fear. Pink. Anime. I'm digging this music though. Skirt. Extreme. Fantasy. Excitement. Love. Summer. Suicide. Vanilla. Bliss. Games. Massacre. Explode. Rainbow. Misery. Was that already 20 words? Hi again, Brendan. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Brendan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Siri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to come here to hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Wow. Okay. Nagasaki. You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps Majonic collection in the classroom. Nagasaki finally stopped up between saying Monica and Manja. Manja is literature! Swiftly defeated, Nagasaki pops back in their seat. Don't worry, guys. Brendan always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helped me with my busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Brendan can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri, I brought you something today. Or brought you something today. You know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound super big deal and it's really not. What do I do? Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So it's a nice gesture from you. It's a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I don't mind if it's a big deal if you don't want it. Damn it. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into the bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read. It should keep your It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How the girl actually being so cute. She even picked out a book that she thinks I like despite me not even reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hear what you think. Now that everybody's settled, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Well, that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheering conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice the intense expression when she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Nakasaki is roaming around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wanted to be bothered today. I slumped down at the nearest desk. I was supposed to occupy myself something literature related by myself like this. I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Okay, just why did you do a transition that we're still in the same room? Anyway, I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna see some really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Huh. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everybody what Literature Club is all about. The problem is the idea of Literature Club sounds dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. Eh? What do you mean? If we come here, even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come up with the first place, even if it's a literature event. I can't read tonight, guys. So it's important to figure out to get people to show up to the first place, you know? After they come, We can do the thing to speak to the creative minds. What's this? Shiori is taking this thing really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In case you do, or in that case, do you think the food will do the trick? What kind? Oh, well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Shaki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Shiori is like so enthusiastic about everything. She reminds me of my ex when she was happy. Saki makes the best cupcakes. Good gosh. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to a creative chummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details for the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Shiori is still her usual self. But therein lies the expected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding motivation at all, Shiori can put her mind into things that make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see things through her eyes. Hurrah! I opened my eyes to find Shiori's face filling my vision. Oh my. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You stayed up late again, aren't you? Does this game know me? I stay up late all the time. And I fell asleep in school all the time. Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. I wasn't into anime though. I was a big baseball kid in high school. You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Shiori. Why'd I laugh like that? It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days in the past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. I think give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Shiori, it's written all over you. Eh? Shiori glances around herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair, it's sticking out all over. Or it's sticking out all over here. I think her hair looks cute. Whatever. I run my fingertip down the side of Shiori's. What? I ran my fingertip down the side of Shiori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow, it isn't even straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. Try to wipe the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer button up? Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean! Sorry, but you'll like me later. Start to button up the blazer from the bottom. Once you see how friendless looks, you'll change your mind. She obviously likes me. I swear, this game said freaking horror and my voice is cracking. I need to go to bed. Oh, I want something interesting to happen. It's so dumb and childish. Oh, this is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend that does these kind of things. Huh? Don't say that. It'll make me feel weird and stupid about it. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. This one's so hard to close. I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Oh my. This game is rated for a reason. I think I know what's gonna happen. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would notice sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Oh no. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer all buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Yeah. It's not worth it at all. Sayori honestly unbuttons her blazer once more. Or hastily. Phew! That's much better. Sayori puts her arm and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend and he never let me hang out, or he never let you do things like this, and you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess so. What? Hold on. I guess we're really getting better at taking care of each other than we're taking care of ourselves. I swear, guys, English is my first language. I just can't read. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you shouldn't come and wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly called out. Why don't we share our poems we wrote now? Yay! Brendan, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I feel the sound enthusiastic with seniority still tries to Oh, wait, to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't even really find much inspiration since I've really never done this before. Well, now that everybody's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poem. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of... Oh. Okay. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a compensation notebook. I don't know what that is. Let me know down in the comments. I can already see Monika pristine handwriting from where I sit. Nagasaki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Nagasaki over with. I told Nagasaki I was introduced to her poem yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Now that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah? I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I would like it? Well, guys, not everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be so synthesized and stuff. Some people don't even like writing. Some people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems? For people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any livid, or any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, and then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helped bring up the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess the more I went into it, I realized that's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest. You didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor with one last comment. I really don't care how old everyone is, but I guess I'm feeling proud. I won't take that away from her. Nah. I won't do that. Let's go with my crush, apparently, Monika. Hi, Brendan. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, and new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better than going with the flow until I'm settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Brendan. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But sort of the barrier we all have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica on my phone. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? I think Sayori, you and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show up in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you would think. So I think that's the kind of vibe you get when I'm reading your poem. Sure you're not reading it too much? That could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring emotions and happiness and sadness. Oh wow. Two emotions that I'm super high in. And anger. Depression sucks. Anyway, who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to meet their own, you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying to find things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I like to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh boy. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that Sparkle portrayed, noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. It wasn't home. I prefer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film that set out the sun, but too late by rations. Already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay. So what do you think? Very freeform. That's what you call it. I'm sorry. I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that's kind of the style gotten poetry popular nowadays. It's got a lot of poems and being put into emphasis on the time between words and the lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of empathy. Empathy. Oh my gosh. You know what that says. It's been influencing my poems a little bit. An emphasis. Is that how you say it? An epiphany? That's what it's called. An epiphany. I don't even know what that is. Comment down below what that is. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to keep talking about deep stuff like that, just because it's coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friend with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you write a poem or a story, your brain gets fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. You force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'll go with Yuri last. I kinda like her, so Sayori. Oh my goodness! This is so good, Brennan. Huh? I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's right. Because I have no idea what I like either. Can you guys hear this when I turn my headphones down? Maybe not. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion will be a little more constructive than this. Are you saying you don't like it because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Brendan poem. And that makes it feel extra special. I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. So weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. I'm not really into you yet, but that does not mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, Brendan, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Just try new things like this for people. Something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poems, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Another long one. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub from my sleepy eyes. Are you going to ask me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? Look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. I'm not going to be mad. I want breakfast. God, I'm actually going to end this episode here. I will jump right back into it, but I'll just be right back.